How has she influenced you in terms of your transfer to GMA Artist Center?
Okay. She has helped me quite a lot in terms of how I needed guidance talaga in approaching this big decision and big career transition. Um, this this started actually medyo matagal na back in early or late January to early Feb. And syempre, nakakakwentuhan ko si Gab or she would give me advice about it. Pero she was never pushy. Uh, she just really tried her very best to support me and guide me with whatever decision I would want to make for my career and my life and my future. So sobrang grabe lang yung suporta niya at ramdam na ramdam ko yun during the months of meetings, discussing how to go about with the transfer, and then eventually leading to the actual decision. She was very happy. We were both happy, and I'm super thankful for her guidance. She was just really there to to support me in whatever, and she's always been like that with everything that I do. Lahat ng mga career moves ko, lahat ng mga ginagawa ko, sobrang supportive niya.
When you were weighing on things, ano yung pinaka-glaring factor talaga na talagang pinupush ni Gabby for you? Why it's great to be with GMA Artist Center?
Well, she knows kasi how passionate I am when it comes to my films. My she knows how passionate I am when it comes to the things that I love doing, acting, singing, photography, videography, and she would always tell me about how GMA could offer an artist center could help me out in reaching my dreams. So isa yun of course sa mga malalaking factor that I had a lot of time to ponder on, and she's right. Ako, I'm super excited lalo na when I got to meet Artist Center na I told them about my passions, what I really love doing and what I want to do in the future. Sobrang gets na nila ako even before we met. Kilala na nila kung gets na nila kung ano yung gusto kong gawin, gets nila kung ano yung career path ko, and we were on the same page right off the bat. And they really initial meetings pa lang wala pang kahit anong commitments. Yung meetings namin sobrang kwentuhan lang, sobrang light, tapos they would just really ask me kung what are your dreams? So what do you want to be? What do you want to in the next 5-10 years? Ano yung career path mo? And ako kasi personally, 'di ba? Most of you know naman na I'm really currently focused on acting and reaching my full potential when pagdating sa pag-arte. So GMA and the Artist Center, they were all aboard on that dream of mine, and I'm super happy.
Okay. Speaking of your passion, kasi di ba one of your passion is being a content creator as well, which you
Mm-hmm.
have been very busy with, especially during these times. Yung question ko is, how critical are you with regards to your work as a content creator, and how does it translate as an actor naman?
As a content creator, really, it's quite different in terms of acting, pero yung lalo na nitong quarantine period where Gabby and I really had to be active in terms of putting out content, creating content, and sobrang brain exercise siya all the time. And whenever, kasi my best collaborator and the person that I collaborate with the most is si Gabby. And sometimes hours and hours of collaborating and just brainstorming, actually thinking of what we can do, what type of content we could create, and we have so much plans even before actually the pandemic. May plano sana kami dapat na mga travel series kasi kami we love culinary travel
Mm.
shows, and that's one of the things that we want to do in the future. And also with the help of GMA, if ever in the future mabigyan ng opportunity, a culinary travel show is one of our dreams. So kami ni Gab, parang at the time that we spent creating these videos, photos, unti-unti kaming nahahasa. And it's very beneficial na medyo may pagkakaintindi na kami kung paano ang production dahil exposed kami. 'Di ba? As actors, alam namin kung the basic and typical shot set. Si Gabby, she could shoot her own videos and photos na ngayon. So sobrang proud din ako sa kanya, pero it's very beneficial. It works both ways kasi ako when I also kasi I'm going into writing na rin now. So
Wow.
ngayon na mas tinetrain ko na yung sarili ko sa pagsusulat, ina-apply ko na rin yung mga knowledge na natutunan ko while acting. So it works hand in hand.
And speaking of collaboration with Gabby, how do you deal when there's a clash of ideas?
Meron kaming parating pagka brainstorming sesh. Kami, hindi kami magjowa. Kung hindi maganda yung idea mo, babarilin. Parang kami para kaming ahensya tsaka kliyente, parang ganun yung dating namin
Oh,
na very different. Si Gabby sobrang creative nun. Ang dami niyang creative ideas. And right now, we don't wanna preempt it, pero we have so much plans for our YouTube na talagang nilaanan talaga ng oras ng a lot of work in terms of the creative process. So super proud ako for Gabby doon. And yeah, kami pagka nagbe-brainstorm kami, minsan nagka-clash nga. Pagkalimbawa, hindi yung idea na yan, hindi yan mag-work dahil pandemic or whatever, or hindi yan insensitive yan, o hindi to maganda, hindi tayo yan, hindi yan yung natin. So very I think dahil din na sobrang ang kami sa industriya, medyo gets namin yung creative process of coming up or producing an actual series. So masaya siya. Masaya siya. Even though nagka-clash kami, we learn a lot from each other.
okay. And last question from me, Khalil. What's the best thing that happened between you and Gabby since being together or having known together since 2017?
I think for the both of us, and I think ito din yung isasagot niya because we've been very vocal about it naman. Pero we both feel very yung pakiramdam kasi being with the right person, you would know it eh. And that's what I've experienced in the 3 years of our relationship. Kasi in all ways, nag-grow kami. Even though hindi namin pinilit at all, hindi namin pinilit na kailangan mag-grow tayo personally, spiritually, mentally, physically. Hindi eh, kusa siyang nangyari eh. Naturally, we're drawn to helping each other grow. It's the foundation of our relationship is really sobrang tibay. Yung trust namin sa isa't isa is super strong that you wouldn't need to exert any effort to pull each other up. And yun, over the past few years, the best thing that happened for me personally is really the amount of growth that I experienced on all the aspects of my life. I became closer to my family, her family. I started managing my time better. I started, really forging my path as a storyteller. I started taking care of myself physically, also mentally. Started taking care of my mental wellness as well. So grabe yung changes, pero all for the better of our lives and our relationship.
Okay. Thank you so much, Khalil, and
Thank you
congratulations.
so much, Albert. Salamat.
Thank you, Mr. Albert. Abelido. Next question naman from Ms. James Miguel of Showbiz Gana.
Hello Khalil. Question ko lang
Hello.
kasi napanood ko dun sa isang vlog mo with Gabby na parang during the pandemic na you both of you talk about your overthinkings pati yung mga worries nyo in life. Pero you calm each other naman. So curious ako so far, ano yung biggest life lesson plus relationship lesson mo so far?
Uh, Probably the biggest since pinaka-recent siya. Uh, and we talked about this also in the vlog that you watched also probably. Um, it's my personal realization is the importance of valuing communication and relationships, not only to your partner but also to everyone else. Ako kasi yung tendency ko as a person, whenever I experience problems, anxieties, or whenever I feel down or may nangyari na may nangyaring rejection or things didn't go my way, um, nature ko growing up is isosolohin ko yun. I wouldn't communicate it with anyone, not even my parents. I wouldn't communicate it with my friends. I wouldn't communicate it with my partner. So I always just try to take it head on alone without any help. And what I realized with Gabby is kasi she's vocal naman about everything. Whenever she feels um, any negative energy, if she feels sad, if she feels angry, she would tell me, Gabby, because she's super straightforward. Hindi niya tinatago yung nararamdaman niya. So ako, that's what I learned a lot. That's what I learned from her. One of the things lang among the others that I learned from her is to really communicate to the people that I love. It's not ignoring your feelings. It's not ignoring the value of the relationship, the connection that you have with people, because these people love you, these people care for you, these people want to help you. So that helped me a lot, lalo na nitong pandemya, kasi syempre tayo may sariling iba-iba tayo ng ways of coping with isolation, lalo na right now, lalo na nung ECQ, panahon ng ECQ. And she helped me through it, kasi uh, there were days talaga na 'di ba, yung routine mo, magising, kumain, tas balik tulog. Tapos ang daming nangyari sunod-sunod. So it really, I came to a point na parang I was really bothered. The anxieties got the better of me, and she was there. She was always there. But I never really realized it, 'di ba? Kasi nga I'm too focused on, hindi, kaya ko na to alone. Pero she would always remind me that there are a lot of people who love you, a lot of people who would want to help you, and that's life. Life is all about connection. It's about everyone is connected. So life is about connecting to people, communicating, and helping each other.
Saka, question lang, kasi nakita ko yung wine night nyo. Sobrang tuwan-tuwa ako doon. Like, kakapanood ko lang kanina. Parang, more on ganun na ba? Like, parang raw na content. Like, parang kita talaga yung mga, syempre may mga parang adjustments na nangyayari. Like, yung mic, nasasangge and all. Parang, mas ganun na ba yung magiging content ngayon?
Ano namin yun, gusto namin yun gawin at least twice a month. Live kasi yun actually, yung 1 plus hour na live stream that we posted na rin online. Pero yeah, that's something that we love to do kasi ang ganda nung nung connection namin with the viewers. We get to talk to them, we get to actually communicate with them firsthand, and we get to share our insights, share what we think of several things. So eventually, ang dami nga nagsasabi na pwede kayo mag-podcast, pwede kayong mag-start kayo ng podcast kasi ang insightful nung mga sinasabi namin. So that's one thing that we want to explore in the future. Pero syempre, we started doing that August, September. So for October, medyo hindi kami nakapost kasi I was prepping for the launch dito sa Kapuso network. So siguro we could go back soon. And then we have a series coming out hopefully by the end of November that we're gonna shoot pa lang na we're super excited also to do.
Pero more on the channel ni Gabby to or sa channel mo na din? Di ba kasi parang
Both actually. Yeah, separate. So yung ginawa namin, sa channel ni Gabby, more on lifestyle, mas the things that she loves doing, mga videos about our relationship, giving relationship advice, or also the live streams about, you know, what we go through as a couple, mas sa kanya yon. And then sa channel ko naman, everything creative. We both love doing creative stuff. So yung Zoom quarantine photo shoot namin dun namin nilagay. So mas creative yung channel ko. Maybe in the future mas meron mga tutorials. We're planning kasi si Gabby and I na parang creative process, a walkthrough on how Gabby is as a model and how we come up with content and how I shoot videos, how I shoot photos. Yeah.
lang. Thank you so much and congrats.
Thank
Okay
you.
sa mga projects mo.
Salamat, salamat.
Thank you, Ms. James Miguel. Next question naman po from Mr. Alan Sancon of Stars Photo.
Hi, Khalil.
Hello, Kuya Alan.
So, yung ano lang, tanong ko lang yung follow-up ko lang dun sa tanong ni Albert kanina. Paano yung process nung ng transfer? Kumbaga, paano nagsimula? Sabi mo January pa yan. If you wanna clear things, kasi baka isipin din ng tao kaya ka lumipat because yung nawala
Because of the
yan, di ba?
yeah, the shutdown.
So, paano yung naging process nung nung pag-transfer?
Okay. Things actually started early this year. They I'm trying to recall. Okay. Okay. So they got in touch with me. It was a simple little inquiry pa lang. So they were asking me kung if I have any interest in transferring to Artist Center, and they were asking if I would like to set up a meeting. So this was January, February, pero at that time I was quite busy. I had a lot on my plate. So sabi ko, maybe in the future, I'll let you guys know kung I could spend some time pondering. I would have to spend some time pondering and thinking about it first because it's a big decision if ever. So yun lang pagdating nung March naabutan nung lockdown. So I communicated it to them na I want to sit down with them to meet because sakto yung panahon nung end of Feb to early March na expired na rin ako sa previous management ko. So I have an option of moving. So yun yung naging position ko. Where will I go? So initially I just really wanted to weigh my options. Gusto kong makita kung what's in store for me sa GMA and if I should make this big career decision and life decision. But then inabutan nga ng pandemic and then everything froze. Lahat naman tayo, yung buong mundo tumigil. So na-delay. Then we started meeting again, I think I think around June or July, between those months. So medyo ang tagal na nung delay. And then I had a lot of time to think about it during the pandemic. While of course supporting all my colleagues, lahat ng mga nakasama ko sa previous network ko, I supported them throughout the whole months of crisis with the group. So todo support ako sa kanila while of course thinking about my career as well in the future. Then dumating sa July, August months na I met with them for the first time si GMA Artist Center. Then dun na eventually dun na natuloy. I met with them a couple of times, discussed kwentuhan lang talaga, very very casual. We discussed about my dreams as an artist, and then eventually I had to talk to my family. I had to get their insights as well. Then we decided to make the big decision around September, I think. yeah, I think September.
Tapos Khalil, nasabi mo kanina, tinanong ka ng GMA kung ano yung dreams mo, ano yung dream project mo, di ba? Ano yung, kumbaga, if you wanna share things na ano yung magiging project mo sa GMA? Are you going to do teleserye? Are you going to do ba movie? Or are you going to do music also? Kasi may GMA music also, di ba?
Yes.
Sa ano yung parang nakalatag na project? And then, are you going to work with Gabbi rin ba on this project dito sa GMA?
Mhm. So far, ang nakalatag pa lang so far is appearances on AOS All Out Sundays. And hopefully, sana matuloy an episode sa Magpakailanman. So those two pa lang yung nakalatag. Pero yes, of course, nung diniscuss ko sa kanila yung mga pangarap ko bilang isang aktor at musikero, as an actor, sabi ko, acting is my main passion right now. As of the moment, I want to focus on acting. Ang dami kong gustong matutunan pa bilang aktor. I love doing the art. I love the craft mismo of acting. So that's what I want to keep doing for years and years to come. And they knew that automatically, and they knew kasi syempre yung mga nagawa ko na before in the past. So yun, of course, moving forward, you would see me of course in teleseries in GMA for sure. I would love to work on one with Gabby if given the chance. Hopefully mabigyan ng chance, pero ako, I'm very open to collaborating with the talented actors of GMA on a teleserye or a film. Ako naman as an actor in film, I would always be wanting to do films. Sana pagkabalik na ng new norm, ngayon kasi medyo hirap, no? So pag bumalik na tayo sa dati, kung medyo nag-ease in na yung situation, sana ay matuloy yung ibang mga pinag-usapang films prior to the pandemic. And then music, wala pang solid plans as of the moment, besides All Out Sundays. Well, yung All Out Sundays, I could showcase my singing naman there dahil yun yung variety show ng GMA. So actually, I currently will be having performances there na. So yun, pero wala pang nade-discuss na album or song or EP. Pero ako kasi, syempre, first love ko ang pagkanta. If given, again, if mabigyan ng opportunity na kumanta ulit, game ako. Pero siguro, dream ko kasi actually is to be a frontman sa isang banda eh. So ang pinaka-dilemma ko sa music, hindi kasi ako nagko-compose, hindi ako nagsusulat. So I would definitely need to find collaborators who are on the same page as me musically. So kung may time, kung if ever, if time persists, if I meet anyone who would want to start a band, then pwedeng magtuloy-tuloy. But I need a collaborator kasi nga hindi ako marunong magsulat ng kanta. Yung pagsusulat ko lang ay long form. Mahirap magsulat ng kanta kasi ang iksi eh. So ang sulat ko is long form, mas scripts yung I guess yung creative process ko when it comes to writing. Pero yeah, yun. Looking forward, of course, to it in the Kapuso network.
Last na lang on me, Khalil. Kumbaga, kilala ka na magaling na creator, content creator. So, para maiba naman, hindi collaboration, but sinong sa mga Kapuso artist yung gusto mong gawa ng content? Yeah, parang ganun.
Wow, ang hirap nun. Aside from Gabbi, syempre, nagtatrabaho na kami eh. Ako, honestly, I grew up watching his comedy skits and shows. So it would be a dream come true kung makatrabaho ko bilang writer or director or bilang parte ng production si Sir Michael V, si Betoy. Nung high school ako, yung mga parody videos niya at saka mga comedy skits niya, yun yung mga pinapanood namin barkada, ginagaya namin sa school. So sobrang idol talaga si Sir Bitoy. So if given the chance, why not? Sobrang genius niya and ang dami ko for sure na matutunan sa kanya. Pero who else? Ang dami actually, ang dami.
Girls,
A lot of
sa mga
sa
babae.
girls.
Yeah.
Sa mga babae, siguro kung sulat ako at mag-direct ng isang short film, either si Jasmine Curtis Smith or si Janine Gutierrez ang bida. Besides Gabbi to. So, kasi sobrang fan ako nung dalawa. Yung mga work nila in the past, I've been a super fan of them both. Si Jasmine, ever since she started her film career, I've always watched her films. Pati si Janine, I liked her performance in Elise and Babae at Barel. So, me being a film buff as well, if given the chance also, di ba? Kung makasulat ako, makadirect ako in the future. Solid yun.
Okay. Thank you, Khalil, and congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Alanson Con. Next question naman from Mr. Rocky Batara of Runner Rocky at TV Series Craze.
Hello, Karil.
Hello.
Hello. First of all, congratulations and again, welcome sa GMA. Ayun, my
Maraming
first
salamat.
question, yung usually kasi, yung mga series mo sa kabila, sa previous network, usually mga third wheel or support roles. Actually, gusto ko yung dati mong character sa previous series mo as attorney Sputnik. Yun, mga gandang role mo doon. Natutuwa ako sa character mo. Dito ba sa GMA, part din ba ng mga dreams mo or request mo na mag-lead ka sa isang teleserye na ikaw yung bida, unlike na supporting ka lang like sa mga previews? And anong role ang gusto mo na hindi mo pa nagampanan dati?
Of course, I think lahat naman ng aktor ay pangarap magkaroon ng lead role sa isang teleserye. So yes, isa yun sa mga pangarap ko sa pagpasok ko sa Kapuso Network. Hopefully, mabigyan ng magandang project, ng magandang storya para magampanan ko bilang isang aktor. I would be very open to do that. I would be very excited if given the chance. Kung meron mang mga roles o tipo ng show na gusto kong gawin, actually, ang dami pang kailangan kong ma-explore bilang aktor. Pero the top of my head, una siguro gusto kong masubukan mag-action. If given the chance, medyo new breed ng action, parang ako, I'm a fan of action films from Indonesia kasi. So if mabigyan ng chance na medyo action drama role, game ako doon. Another would be a role in a heavy family drama. So isa yun sa mga gusto kong gawin actually, yung isang mga storya tungkol sa pamilya talaga, tapos may konting may bigat siya in terms of genre. So dramahan kumbaga. Next siguro I will also wanna explore comedy. Isa yun sa mga napag-usapan namin actually sa Artist Center kasi they watch Dead Kids. So Dead Kids kasi comedy ako doon. So a lot of comedy directors also approached me after Dead Kids at sabi nila na why not explore your potential in comedy? And I know GMA has a lot of platforms for comedy, so why not?
And ito, next question ko naman, since first ka na-discover sa reality show, di ba? Singing reality show. And right now, happy anniversary pala kasi 9 years ka na, wala nung ma-discover ka doon sa reality show na yun. Happy 9th-year anniversary. So, in terms of music naman, first, may chance ba na magkaroon ka ng single or album sa GMA Music? And if ever na bibigyan ka ng chance, anong song ang gusto mong gawa ng remake o cover version? Na alam natin, di ba yung song na ginawan mo ng remake before, yung Kung Ako Ba Siya, talagang tumatak yun, di ba? So,
Yes.
naging theme song yun. So, ngayon, aside from that, ano pa siguro yung songs na gusto mong gawa ng remake or revival?
Okay. Okay. To answer the first question muna.
First question muna, yung sa GMA
Answer the first
music.
question first. Of course, kung ako, if ever man in the future, mabigyan ulit ng pagkakataon na gumawa ng musika, I would be very open to do so. Of course, ako, I would definitely love to showcase again my singing skills for or my singing abilities rather to GMA and to release maybe hopefully a song or an album with them. Kung meron mang a type of song or genre that I would want to do, I would embrace my true genre that I grew up with, alternative rock or acoustic rock, or even maybe modern pop rock, yung parang style ni Harry Styles, parang si Lucas Graham. So yun yung medyo modern versions na, pero game ako sobra. If meron mang isang kanta na gusto kong i-revive or i-remake, hirap niyan. Siguro siguro Kisap Mata.
Kisap Mata din.
By River Maya.
River Maya.
By River Maya, if there was one that I would want to revive or bigyan ng bagong twist to it. Pwede, or Himala. Himala din pala ang ganda.
River Maya din.
Pwede din yung Himalaya. Yeah.
And follow up dun sa music question natin. Sino naman yung gusto mong maka-duet o maka-collaboration? Maybe an artist, a band, or co-singer mo? Yung gagawa kayo ng kanta na mag-duet kayo together.
Mahirap yan.
Yung pinangarap mo na lang na maging maka-duet mo.
Isa sa mga pangarap ko, syempre, is to work with my idols that I grew up listening to. Mga rock stars natin. Siguro Ellie Buendia would be at the top of the list. Medyo long shot yon, medyo matinding pangarap yon, pero si Ellie kasi syempre yung musika na ginawa niya with Eraserheads, it molded my music taste, him alongside the greats, sila Rico Blanco, sila Bamboo. So yun, the rock stars of that era, if they open their doors to collaborate siguro with me, grabe yun, dream come true yun. Pero kailangan gumawa muna ako ng sarili ko. Yeah.
Next question ko for the music naman. Eto, ano yung music na best describes Khalil o yung team song mo para sa'yo? And the second one would be, ano yung team song nyo with Gabbi? And ano yung team song ni Gabbi, Khalil? And can you sing a bit of this? So first muna yung team song mo.
Okay.
Para sa'yo muna as Khalil or maybe favorite song mo. And the second one will be, ano yung team song yung dalawa or favorite song nyo, Gabbi? And can you sing bits of those two songs?
Okay, sige. My all-time favorite anthem for my life is a song called Champagne Supernova by Oasis. So actually, if you read the lyrics of Champagne Supernova, it almost makes no sense. Parang medyo wala siyang meaning. Pero if you dive deep into the history of the song and the composition itself, it's about life. It's about going with the waves of life and really bursting in reaching your potential and bursting like a supernova. So I'll sing a bit of it.
Yes.
Okay lang. Ano yung chorus? Nakalimutan yung chorus.
Kahit chorus lang or maybe intro or
okay, game.
Ano natandaan mo.
Game. Someday you will find me caught beneath the landslide, in the champagne supernova in the sky. Yun.
Yun, galing. Next naman sa inyo ni Gabby.
Next. Sa amin ni Gabby, meron kaming isang kanta that we absolutely love. Lagi namin pinapakinggan nung bago pa kami back in 2017. It's a song by John Mayer called XO.
Nice.
Yeah.
Pwede bang beat?
Sing it,
din?
yeah, sige.
Yes.
Chorus. In the darkest night, I'll search through the crowd. Your face is all that I see. Giving you everything, baby, love me lights out. You love me like XO. Yeah.
Yun, ang galing. Eto, may
Thank you.
last
Thank you
two
so much.
sets of questions about sa inyo naman ni Gabby. So, per set of questions ko, ano yung similarities yung dalawa ni Gabby? And ano yung mga hilig or hobbies nyo na gusto nyong gawin aside from doing vlogs together?
Similarities namin.
Similarities yung dalawa.
We both absolutely love food. We are super foodies, and yun yung main bonding namin dalawa. So syempre prior to the pandemic, no, lagi namin ginagawa yun. Weekly mag-iikot kami sa mga bagong restaurants. Lalo na ngayon, grabe yung very yung cuisine natin. I think it's reached a point na we're really trying to be as experimental as it gets. A lot of tasting menus, mga ganong klaseng restaurants have been popping out year after year, and goal namin ni Gabby is matikman yun lahat. Syempre, as unahin namin yun dito, lahat ng pinakamahuhusay at magagaling nating mga chef. Then we would love to travel. That's another thing that we absolutely love doing. We love to travel, mainly because we love experiencing culture. So kaming dalawa, we love being exposed or culture shocked, because we love observing how people are from different parts of this world. We love learning from them as well, learning from these cultures and applying these learnings to our lives. Of course, alongside the food rin we want to experience in these different countries. Ayun, yun yung namin eh. That's how we syempre aside from content creation.
Yes.
Yun yung usual naming ginagawa. And we love watching movies also.
And follow up on that, kung may similarities, ano naman yung difference yung dalawa ni Gabby, and what do you do to overcome those differences as individual?
Siguro we've been very vocal also about it. The main difference in our relationship is our love language. Si Gabby is a very affectionate person. Her love language is physical touch and affection. And hindi ako ganun talaga naturally. I am not drawn too much in being clingy. Hindi ako masyadong affectionate ako, pero hindi kasing affectionate niya. So the major adjustments is just really understanding your partner. I'm very thankful that we both understand each other so well, kasi she understands naman that my love language is time and words. So she adjusts also. So ako, I love it when my partner si Gabby would tell me, would speak about her love for me. Yun yung love language ko. So tulungan talaga siya. It's understanding on a practical level that in order for this to work, you would really have to help each other out. Then of course, everything else will follow. Your emotions will be much more controlled, and as much as possible, kasi kami dalawa, we really don't want our relationship to be toxic, kasi tapos na kami doon. We no longer want a toxic relationship. We want, of course, the time invested in this relationship to go a long way, And yeah, yun basically. We have a lot of differences, pero halos hindi na namin maramdaman kasi we automatically adjust to them.
Okay. Yun na lang, last na lang siguro,
Thank you
ano
so
yung
much.
qualities ni Gabby na pinaka nagustuhan mo sa kanya and qualities niya na nagustuhan niya sa'yo?
Qualities na nagustuhan ko sa kanya, oh my
Mm.
gosh, Gabby is such a independent and strong woman. I look up to her in so many ways. She is very strong emotionally. She is strong-willed as a person. She is very well-rounded. She gets along with everyone. That's one thing. That's another difference. Ako, hindi ako masyadong ganun. She's more well-rounded than me. Mas nakaka-jive niya. Kahit sino pang kausap niya, makaka-jive niya at makakapagkwentuhan niya. Her management with time is perfect. That's what she doesn't like about me. Because I am not so good in managing my personal time. I'm good at managing the time of a production. Whenever I'm a producer or an assistant director, kaya kong mag-manage ng shooting schedule. Pero sarili kong oras, hindi ako masyadong magaling sa pag-manage. So si Gab, ang dami ko natutunan dyan sa pagbalanse ng work and personal life. So she has so many things going on pero sobrang kontrolado kasi ang galing niya. So ang dami kong natutunan dun. What she likes about me, I couldn't say for sure eh. Nung una, I would just always help her with whatever she needs help. And ako kasi, it's my belief, growing up to treat women very right and properly. I have such high aspirations for women. Like, of course, ako kasi I grew up very close to my mom. So ako mataas ang tingin ko sa mga kababaihan. I would love to I love treating them right and I love treating Gab right, and siguro naturally kasi I was always like that to her. I would always see to it na she's happy. Hindi pwedeng I couldn't treat her otherwise because she deserves it. Yun.
Okay.
And I pagka hungry na siya, kung mainit na ulo niya dahil gutom na siya, binibilang ko siya ng pagkain. Siguro yun yung gusto niya about me.
Okay, salamat Karil, and marami kaming kinilig dun sa recent post mo about kay Gabby and even yung mga co-stars mo.
Thank you.
So
Salamat,
thank you
salamat.
and congratulations again.
Thank you so much for your
Thank
time.
you.
Salamat, Rocky.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Rocky Batara. Last question na po from Mr. MJ De Leon of Beats.
Sorry, hello. Yes.
Hello,
Paano ba?
MJ.
Hi. I don't know where to begin because we've picked up a lot of great things from your previous answers. Pero siguro this has been
Wala.
asked siguro twice or three times ng mga other bloggers before me. But siguro you're viewed kasi, or maybe it's just me, as not one of those na of actors in the same age na medyo hindi ka talaga masyadong mainstream, right? Although, because my idea of you is always too cool to be forgotten, Dead Kids, LSS, and these are not sort of like mainstream love team, teeny bopper materials. So when you transfer ba to GMA, was there siguro an encouragement for you to kind of rebrand, or maybe if I can rephrase my question, was there no fear? Was there a fear na medyo mag-iiba ka ng konti ng direction with what you're doing, or with your filmography, or with what's been attributed to you sa body of work mo as an actor?
Okay. During our initial meetings, I was able to communicate my passion for acting and how I take care of my filmography. Ako kasi I really value the craft so much. And for me, whenever I take on different roles, I would always be particular with the way the story will be told, its treatment, and it all the way up to its distribution plans. So I'm very meticulous also when it comes to accepting the roles that are offered to me. But one thing really remains is um, the value of story for me. Story will always be king. I've always reiterated it always in my previous interviews that no matter what, I will always strive to tell stories in all the mediums that I'm part of, whether acting, photography, or filmmaking or writing in the future. So to answer your question, I told that to them firsthand sa Artist Center, and they completely understood and they embraced that career path. No, there wasn't any forcing of rebranding. There wasn't any ano naman, wala namang hindi naman ako sinabihan na oh kung lilipat ka ito yung ano mo, ito yung
Mm-mm.
dapat magbago ka ng branding, hindi ka pwedeng ganito, hindi ka pwedeng ganyan. Walang ganun. They really heard me out, and that's what I loved about how they welcomed me in Artist Center and in GMA, is that they listened to what I love doing, and it's what I bleed for kasi talaga eh. It's a passion that couldn't be taken away from me, no matter what. If ever I do offbeat or out of my direction, if I do projects na ganon, which I'm not close naman, I'm not hindi naman ako, I won't do mainstream at all. Hindi naman ako ganon. Again, I understand the difference of these platforms, and I understand the different markets as well. It's important also as a writer filmmaker to know that. So I'm super open to to doing more projects in the quote unquote mainstream world, which I believe is kind of ano na eh, the fine line is starting to disappear with the surge of digital.
Mhm.
We're
Mhm.
starting to
Mhm.
merge those ideas, and the audience is looking for more. The audience would love to see different stories, and I'm all for that. Of course there are a lot of story structures, story um I wouldn't say formulas but more story tropes that are familiar to the audience, and that would be effective in telling stories, and that isn't bad at all. I would love to be part, but again, for me, I would take on it if the story is if I feel strongly for it, if it's beautiful, if it's well told, who's helming the project for me, and so far, and so on rather. So ayun, I hope I answered your question.
Yeah, you did. So at least we have something to look forward to, that, makikita pa rin namin si Khalil Ramos up to his score and what he has done and what he wants to do as far as artistry is concerned. Now, kanina kasi parang mga twice or three times mong sinabi na parang you had an issue with time management, and I think that's normal kasi I guess I have friends also who are also content creators, and I think for creative people yun talaga yung issue. Time management, and you need
Yeah,
someone to like
yeah.
to help you. Siguro my question is, for sure you will be very busy with now that you transferred to GMA, and it's always a tendency that when someone transfers, magpa-pile up talaga yung project. But do you
Yung
think you
work.
still have time? Yeah, you think you will still have time for Limitless? You're still with Limitless, right?
Yes, I'm still with Limitless. So, what we usually do naman, no, with my partners, si Maki, my main collaborator, he's my best friend. I grew up with him basically. He's like a brother na.
Mm-hmm.
He totally understands din kasi my work as an actor. So what happens since production relies so much on collaboration between a number of people, creating a digital ad or a short film really takes a village to produce. And we came to an understanding naman na once things are quite busy for me, we always have plans for it. It happened na in the future with some projects that I did, and I had to take a small step back on producing But then right now, actually, we're super blessed right now. Amidst the pandemic, meron kaming mga nakuhang new clients, and we're currently working on some now. I actually directed a short film for one of our clients a month ago, which we're planning to release, I think, early November. So, super blessed pa rin na, of course, may mga nagtiwala sa Limitless to produce their online stuff, their digital ads. So I would always want to be active. But then again, if natadtad nga ng work, ganun kasi talaga eh. You really have to, you know, balance things out and find time to do the things that you love doing. I mean, I have plenty really on my table to begin with prior to entering the Kapuso network. So I think mas a challenge pa ako in the coming months. Pero kaya yan. I think magagawa naman yan ng solid kasi again really creativity, it's all about collaboration really. So I trust naman everyone that I work with. So yeah.
Yeah, okay. I hope to work with you in the future or Limitless. As good for my last question, I'll try to like spice it up a little bit. Kasi medyo 1 hour na tayong super serious. That's what you get for talking to bloggers. The questions are always
No
serious,
props.
but siguro where you came from, it's kind of crowded field of actors. But when you go to GMA, medyo they have also already this steering na someone gets to do this person does variety show, this person is perfect for hosting, this person is perfect for drama and things like that. So really just to spice up this conversation a little bit, who do you think will be your greatest competition in the roster of GMA artists when it comes to landing certain roles? I hope you can answer.
Ooh, greatest competition. Hmm, that's a tough question. Well, mm, I'm pretty sure my answer will be premature because I haven't met
Okay.
a lot of them yet. I haven't gotten to know them yet, though. I don't really see things as well. Just to before I answer, I mean getting roles kasi I've come to a point of understanding that if the role is really not for you, then it's really not for you. You're even though kahit pinakamagaling ka pa na actor, if you're as good as the greats pero the role doesn't fit you, it's really not for you. So
Mm.
I don't really see it as a competition, pero siguro if a friendly competition is never harmful naman. It's
Yep.
actually
Mm-hmm.
good. Friendly competition is actually good.
Mm-hmm.
Way to do things. So if ever, sino ba? Uh, it's a really tough question. Uh, I'm not quite sure, pero some people that I know in GMA, I wouldn't say na mahihirapan akong parang kalaban siya sa mga role, hindi naman ganoon. Pero
Siguro I'll rephrase it na lang to make it easier for
yeah.
you. Sino sa tingin mo ang magiging similar sa'yo when it comes to like the roles na ibibigay ng GMA sa'yo with with who you are, as you mentioned earlier, who Khalil Ramos is at your core and what you
Yeah.
can give as an
Gets.
actor. So sa tingin mo siguro sino ang nasa the same category na sa tingin mo pwedeng kami yung pagpipilian to a certain role or to a certain extent.
Gets. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's those actors that I've gotten to talk to na
Yeah.
because we share this again. We share the same energy of the passion for the craft that we do. There's to name a few. There's quite a lot. One would be my co-star, so Dead Kids, si Kelvin.
Mhm.
He as well is very passionate sa acting.
Mhm.
Another is Mikoy Morales.
Mm.
I actually became close with him kasi we both are part of Actor, the League of Filipino Actors, and we both are part of the creative department. So actually siya kasi he does scoring naman. He scores movies. He does scoring. So we have a lot in common, and we have a lot of you know we share a lot of opinions, and we share a lot of insights in regards to the passion. Who else? Sino pa ba? Those are who I can think of pa lang eh.
Actually, we
Mga
have the
naka-close ko na
same
sa
names
yeah.
also in mind.
Oh, yeah. Sila. I also know Martin.
Del
We
Rosario.
came from the Rosario, the same previous network that we worked with before. I worked with him before na pala. He's also an extremely talented actor. Someone I also look up to. Yun. Yeah, I think those are a few. EA also, EA Guzman.
Yeah.
He's also a close friend. Also, again, a very talented actor. So I'm actually more looking forward to working with them, because I really wanna, meet new people, make new friends. Of course, it's gonna be quite an adjustment for me. Everyone's almost new, diba? Except of course for the people that I know na, and si Gabbi, of course. So hopefully in the future I could get to collaborate with them on something.